Hi there, welcome back to my Fire Emblem Fates Lunatic Conquest Lunatic playthrough. I deeply apologize for this humongous delay between updates, but this chapter was actually kind of a doozy, and I tried different ways to, record it, but, there was always something. I'm joined with, one of my friends, there's Shephen from Reddit, so why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, I'm Shephen, moderator of our Fire Emblem and friend of Gwyn.
Yeah, so Blue SS1 is missing, we don't know where he is, so we're just gonna get to chapter 10 right away. We're gonna start by promoting Corrin. This is actually really helpful because this map is a defend map where we're gonna have 11 turns to do whatever we want, and we can take advantage of this by reclassing Corrin and, getting our head start on weapon experience and learning skills and the different growth rates from Wyvern Rider.
Yeah, since this map is a defend map, we have 11 turns and can't do anything to make it go faster. Even if we route all the enemies or kill the boss Takumi early, it's still going to take the same amount of time. So it's good to build up the new weapon rank for Corrin and to train up some other units like Niles and Silas. And also Nyx.
Oh, for sure. But we're going to have Effie visit another village. I think this is going to be the last village of the playthrough, but, she did her job. So, we end up breaking the wall, and having Azura refresh Jacob from that tile kind of lets Jacob reach this ninja, so the ninja will die in a new phase. So, yeah, because Jacob's a Malignite, he can counterattack these ninjas, and it's actually really nice because it makes training Jacob a lot easier, because compared to normal playthroughs, he's kind of a lowish level right now. Sometimes he could be level 10 already.
One thing to note is that instead of deploying Odin, Gwyn deployed the Lance Fighter Jin. He's currently paired up with Jacob. Pretty much, he needs to get Jin to level 10 just solely for swap, the level 10 Lancer skill. And that will come in handy later,
much later. I don't really have very much use of it, but in the late game apps where just seizing is the difference between a couple tiles, swap definitely make a difference. So here we're kind of sandbagging Corrin, just so Niles can capture this dude. Oni Savage gives a similar skill to swap, where you can kind of move an ally one space forward, so we're gonna capture an Oni Savage here.
So right here, Elisa's aura gives Silas just enough damage to kill that Pegasus Knight.
Yeah, and I kind of used Elise a bit poorly this map, admittedly. I probably could have given her a couple heals and a bit of experience. At the time, I was like, well, I'm not going to be using her, there's really no point. So now I'm a bit further in the playthrough, it's like, dang, I really wish I trained Elise at least to level 10. Jacob also kind of used the concoction there. That wasn't that was just to show, because I got some extra lucky dodges. He would have been fine.
Right.
Would have been fine here.
So, next with the Effie pair up, and I believe Good Fortune Tarx is able to pretty much handle that entire right side. At somewhat shaky accuracy.
And a bit questionable good luck on the meal. Because I think she needs a +2 speed bonus. She'd need Selena or Niles pair up, but we gotta go with that Effie pair up. That gives a whopping 0 speed.
And here on turn 3, we are joined by Camilla, Baruka, and Selena.
So, sure. So, these are all 3 really important characters in the playthrough. Camilla's definitely going to be the MVP of the playthrough. So she's kind of going to dictate how fast the playthrough goes and how fast the other characters can keep up with her. So, that's Camilla. We'll definitely see her later on. But,
Baruka is the sort of other important unit, at least for this chapter. She's also a flying unit, So making her the 4th unit we have. She's only level 9, so Gwyn needs to get her to level 10 to promote. She's not going to be doing a whole lot of combat, but at least she'll get some good movement boosts, and she'll also have lunge, which will come in handy later on.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not the biggest fan of Baruka, like training her up combat-wise, but I do recognize that she is quite helpful for her mount, and yeah. And lastly, Selena. She's nice because she joins at level 10, and you can instant promote her for those sweet bow knight pair of bonuses. Yeah.
Yep.
Alrighty, so we don't really have to worry about Nyx, we just have to worry about whether she connects her attacks or not. With dual guards, Nyx will always survive the right side.
The Corn having just enough to 1-9 KO
Thanks to
Bora.
my cheatsy forges. Oh, Jin is so terrible even with Jacob. Attack stance, he's not doing much. I can't wait to bench him.
Get him level 10. You know, just feed him to the Takumi kill and it'll be all good.
Level 10 and he's out of here.
So Silas is visiting the village.
Yeah, there's a couple villages scattered throughout this map, and obviously one of the goals is going to be to collect all of them because they're pretty nice.
Here now sits level 10, so he's able to promote, but he also learns the skill movement +1, so now he's got 6 moves right now, or as a bow knight, 9 moves.
Yeah, he's also got... He's
So
technically got 7 because Camilla pair up as well. So yeah, he's kind of nice because he's the only unit on the team that will have like 10 movement after pair up and stuff, so it's pretty nice for a couple maps. Like right here, I could have had Elise heal, like I didn't need to collect the village right away! Shoutouts to Heartseeker, kind of making these hit rates a bit more bearable.
Visit the last village here. Get our 10 grams.
So, kind of looking back, I was kind of forcing Camilla and Niles to reach C support because at the time, I thought that the plus speed bonus that Niles gave at C support was crucial for like a later boss kill, but it turns out it wasn't. There's a couple alternatives, but I guess it ended up working out at the time. But like, yeah, it was just kind of pointless. Oh well.
Fortunately here, Takumi doesn't move, otherwise Jacob would probably get bopped.
Yeah. Do you remember like the pre-release screenshot of Takumi like moving around?
Oh yeah, it had to like, move. Yeah. Like, whoa.
Like the Japanese version was already out, and like everybody was already playing it. But like during the localized release,
like,
we seen a screenshot of Takumi running around in the middle of the map, and I was like, "Oh my god, they're changing stuff to make it harder! Excellent!" No.
No, it's still just sitting pretty. As you can see, things sort of winding down after the first couple turns, since pretty much got everything under control at every angle.
Yeah, the real strategy of this map is basically just meeting the enemies as they come to you. Even though this is a defend map, you know, you can still go on the offensive and kind of just cut these enemies off before they even get close to you. It's definitely, I feel. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say one thing to note is Silas's defense was like low enough where the Pegasus actually chose to attack him instead of just being like the other Pegs, just bomb rushing the defend point.
Oh, for sure. The AI has a couple quirks like that that don't quite make sense, but oh well. I thought I was gonna give Jin that kill, but yeah, it's been a while since I've actually played and recorded, so.
We're watching it for the first time too, people. Level 11 here.
Yeah.
So Jacob's game pretty much gonna start falling off in EXP.
Yeah, Lunatic mode is actually kind of, I guess, a bit unique in a sense, where the EXP curve kind of shuts Juggernauting down in a way, but not really.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the Juggernaut in the sense of getting super over-leveled, but here, I think it's what, after 5 levels over, you pretty much stop gaining all EXP, or all but 1. But still, 5 levels is still a lot of levels.
At least it's not like Awakening, where you could be like 20 or 40 levels over what they expect you to be. If you're just using like 2 or 3 pair-up, super pair-up, like, bots, it's just like...
Yeah. Go right through.
Alright, so we finally get to the point of the map where Takumi drains them out. And this is supposed to make it more difficult because there's less choke points for you to kind of focus on, and the enemies have more freedom to charge the defend line, but it kind of just makes them easier for me to get to the next unit. I mean, even though quite a few of my units are flying, I still have like Silas and Elise and Azura, I guess.
Yeah, so it doesn't really affect us. Though it makes the enemies easier since they rush the faster, meaning they get to range faster.
What's going on?
I think you were feeding either Jin or Jacob a kill.
Yeah. That's actually why I had Camilla equip the Thunder Tome, because she barely avoids the 1 round on these dudes, so I can just have people come in and swoop in for the last hit. So that's probably like one of Baruka's last fights that she's getting in the playthrough, so good job, Baruka.
Yeah. And it's also not that big of a deal that Grimsword sandbag Camilla there, since, like we talked about, she's so over-leveled she'd only get, like, 1 EXP.
Yeah.
But her internal levels, was it 15 promoted? So that'll actually come into play a lot later, where she'll actually get, like, super accelerated.
And it's kind of dumb, because in the mid-game, that's when she starts getting experience again. But that's also when the game picks up a lot of speed. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but the mid-game goes by really fast, and some characters are gonna fall behind really quickly.
Not a whole lot of... not gonna see a whole lot of variety later on in terms of combat.
I mean, even. Silas is still getting experience. That'll matter totally, right?
Yeah. Oh, man. Especially later on in the chapter when you give him the boss kill.
We don't talk about that.
Well, don't worry. There's another mistake we could talk about here coming up.
Oh. Yeah, those Pegasus look like they could just gang up on Nyx, but because they're set to fly over the defend point, they're just gonna ignore her. Even though they could just totally pop her.
I thought it was that they actually, like, their might is, like, so bad, and Nyx with the, was it Tonics and Effie Prep actually, like...
Oh, not even! Even after Tonics and Effie Prep, Nyx only reaches, like, 10 defense.
Well, don't the Pegs only have, like, 11 or 12
they have, like,
attack?
18. Because, like, especially after Weapon Triangle and Lunatic.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Lunatic, weapon rank bonuses and all that jazz. So, yeah, we didn't really talk about Arthur either. Arthur's the best pair-up bot.
Yeah. Just as a fighter, was it plus 4 strength, plus 2 speed? That's pretty much everything you would want.
People talk about Rinka being best pair-up bot, but Arthur's best pair-up bot. Rinka doesn't even exist here.
Oh, she'll exist next chapter as an enemy. Not there. What's that? I totally missed that. I think that was like just enough to Oko or something.
That was totally on purpose. Yes, that movement.
All right, right there. That you'll see very shortly. That was a mistake. Gwyn will pay very dearly for that.
So, like, this map was really long, and it was hard getting a single recording when you can't really predict like your movement and enemy patterns like this far in, without kind of just playing it on the fly.
Yep, I was just like,
that guy stole my elixir.
And the ninja stole Takumi's elixir that we had dropped. So no elixir for you.
Yeah, some units are finally hitting their hitting the top of the EXP curve, so it's like they're not getting very much experience anymore. They're still getting weapon experience, which is nice for Corrin because she's at E rank.
D. I think she didn't. She just get to D.
I think so, actually.
Oh no, I can tell.
I'll just get bodied by Takumi here. Don't worry.
Don't worry. The hero Jin with that defense seal.
The one shot thanks to defense seal.
Well, Jin learned swap and I got to level 10, so you know now he's totally ready to promote. You know, you gotta spend a seal on him, right?
The 1 point of movement make all the difference. I was scared. I didn't need to use the vulnerary. I had the jitters. Okay, I was at the end of the map and I didn't want to mess up. Oh, okay. No, I was reading it.
So here, just building up weapon triangle. Not weapon triangle. Weapon.
Yeah, it's not even. It's not even about Camilla's tome rank. There, it's about Corrin.
You know, gotta make her use tomes so often.
Yeah, Niles is still getting a bit of experience because once again, I'm trying to train up his bow rank. In addition to getting whatever experience I can for captures later on, because he's gonna be really underleveled. By the time I need to capture stuff again, and whatever I can get now, it will help.
And 6 Silas boss.
Yeah, that skill defense and res level up is going to make all the difference much later on. So here, I'm actually... Let's just ignore this part. I was seeing I was seeing if I could like double refresh and get another heal, but nope. Okay.
Could have just refreshed.
Well, that's chapter 10
work.
completed in 11 turns. Once again, I'm sorry for the large delay between updates, but I'm expecting that the updates will be a lot more consistent from now on.
Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, thank you for being on. So we'll see you next time for chapter 11 and chapter 12.
Yep. All right, bye-bye.